This episode is all about how to handle light in astrophotography. Together with Kevin Oudman I traveled to Dark Sky Park Eifel in Germany to flee the light pollution at home. We also play around with moonlight, make a twilight blend, figure out what to do with bright spotlights and even add some light to a scene ourselves. Welcome to the channel. This is Starscape. We start with some good old location scouting in the bright sunlight. So we just checked the first location of the night, but as you can see, they're planning a wedding. but the wedding will be over here early in the night, so later in the night we can go back here without problems. It's a pretty good location, beautiful church. The trees bug us a bit, but hey, we have some compositional ideas, perhaps we can work around them. Now on to the next location. Kevin's going to check if the door is open. Perhaps you can do a bit of light painting there. Haha. Yes. Great.
Fantastic.
We are now at the Effelsberg Radio Telescope. We brought some wide-angle lenses, fortunately, because it is massive. It's unfortunately facing the north side, which means we won't get a core above it, but perhaps we can crawl behind it and see what we can get close up. Quite frankly, I don't really care what we put above that thing because it is so cool. We're now going down to check if we can get even closer. We were obviously amazed by the sheer size of this 100-meter wide telescope, one of the largest in the world. Little did we know about those larger-than-life spotlights beneath it. Fortunately, we found another telescope nearby. Another location, another foreground, another radio telescope. We're here at the historical Stockert Radio Telescope. I don't know what's historical about it, but it looks old. The Milky Way will rise just above here around 1 o'clock, Kevin just said. So yes. He checked his Photopills app and it looks pretty cool. Perhaps a composition with the Milky Way coming right out of the saucer. You know what I mean. See you back here tonight, if we're lucky. While the sun was setting, we made a game plan for the night. We would start shooting some foreground already in twilight, move on to the sky shots after moonset and, well, in the end we just followed our guts as the hours passed by. Good evening. As you can see behind me, we're back at the historical telescope. The plan is that we first shoot this telescope behind me in twilight, so that it will help make the blend easier. Kevin also in the background making his first exposures. Yeah, the clouds, you can see them behind me still. The clouds have been, as always, working on our nerves. But they are, as you can also see, it is very clear outside. So all will be good. I'm not sure if you have noticed, but since our visit this afternoon, the telescope has moved. Actually to a position which I like less than this afternoon, but we're trying to work out some alternative compositions. All will be fine. We're pros. So we are back at the wedding chapel. It looks actually better than expected, to be honest. There are some really subtle orange lights inside the church. The moon is also still out, which we normally hate as astrophotographers, but Kevin here had a brilliant idea where we could make some moonscapes.
Yeah.
They look really good, thanks. So let's take a look up close. So we actually just decided to shoot our sky shots here at the church. It's very relaxed out here, and we have a perfect view of the Milky Way here with not too much light pollution. So let's set up the star tracker. Quick update from the phone, because the Fuji is shooting a time-lapse. It's fully dark now, the moon has set. It is extremely clear. Which
No clouds.
No clouds, which you are very happy about.
Yes.
And it's actually pretty cozy right here. We've met 3 other astrophotographers, which also came to shoot the church. Very nice people. We saw some shooting stars already, perhaps some early Perseids. And yeah, the second stack is shooting, so yeah, very happy about it. You
Yes.
too?
Yeah, very happy.
Nice.
Contrary to what I used to think, stars can have all sorts of colors. They only appeared white in most of my images because the highlights were simply blown out by overexposing and post-processing. This time I paid special attention while shooting to my histogram and began experimenting with star masking software, in this case StarNet. It splits your image into a starless and stars only version. You can then edit the starless version to your liking without blowing out the highlights of the stars, thus retaining as much as their original color as possible.
It's now almost 3 o'clock. We are walking to the hut, to duck hunt, or the bird watching hut. We don't really know for sure what it is. Yeah, we're going to shoot some foreground here. It looks really cool. Kevin also has the idea to put a video light in it so that it emits a nice warm glow. So let's see how that turns out. Five o'clock, the last location is the huge radio telescope. We were just below it and it was moving, which was quite a sight. Twilight is upon us. We can already see some color returning to the sky. I think we'll shoot the last foreground here.
It was a long day.
It was a long day, again as usual, because hey, that's astrophotography and we love it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.
Bye bye.
How do we find these dark locations to shoot the Milky Way? Well, it's actually pretty easy. There's a website called Light Pollution Map. There is a website, lightpollutionmap.info, which shows you in a kind of heat map kind of. There's a website called lightpollutionmap.info, and it shows you in colors on a sort of heat map on. Wow. There's a website which is called lightpollutionmap.info, and it shows you on a map where the darker or less dark regions are. So We're at Eifel National Park right now, and you can see it's a pretty dark region here, so I think we can make some pretty good shots.